Today we'll be making some crispy, juicy vegan chicken. We're gonna do two flavors, some sweet chai chili, and we're gonna do some honey barbecue. And we're also going to make these delectable little sub sandwiches that were so good and that were just bursting with flavor. We're gonna do some potatoes, skillet potatoes as sides. A lot of you guys always ask me, how do I make my skillet potatoes? I did a video on TikTok. If you're not following TikTok, make sure to go follow now. But I also wanted to bring you a detailed video to YouTube. So here we go. Let's get it. Hopping right in with a bag of russet potatoes. These are just regular baked potatoes. So first of all, you want to peel them. Again, if you're new here, I do not have a peeler, and I like to do it like this method because I feel like it is more effective than the peeler. I don't know, that's just my opinion. But anyway, we're gonna peel the potatoes completely. However many potatoes you decide to do, of course, it's up to you. You want to get every piece of skin off of the potato. Once it's completely peeled, we're gonna slice them in slices. To a skillet, we're gonna add some plant butter, and then once that butter melts, we're gonna go ahead and drop those potato slices down into the pan. Now y'all remember that all of the list of ingredients will be linked down in the description. Once you have all your potatoes down in the pot, we want to go ahead and season with all the seasonings. So I'm going in with some garlic powder, onion powder, creole seasoning, paprika, basil, and oregano. Next, we're gonna go ahead and chop some yellow sweet onions and chop them up really fine. So I did about 2 slices, and then I sliced those completely, and then we're gonna dice them into smaller pieces. Once they're chopped to the size of your liking, we're gonna go ahead and add them to the potatoes. Add another teaspoon of that plant butter and give them a good stir, making sure to get all of the good seasoning and all of that good plant butter onto the potatoes. Next, we're gonna put on a top, and then we're gonna turn these down to simmer. You don't wanna cook them too fast. Next, we are getting the most important part of this meal, which is our chicken, aka king trumpet mushrooms. This will be our chicken nuggets today. So we're gonna take them, this is how they look out of the pack, and we're just gonna slice these so that they can kind of be the size of a nugget. have our chicken nuggets cut up, we're gonna add some grapeseed oil to a pan. Now you wanna have this grapeseed oil on medium heat. It does heat fast and it's great for deep frying, which is what we are doing with our little chicken nuggets, aka our king trumpet mushrooms. I know these are mushrooms, y'all, but they chicken today, okay? Our little chicken nuggets. So they're gonna cook fast in that grapeseed oil. Next, in a bowl, we're gonna add our flour, which is going to be our dry and wet mix. So to that flour, we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. Stir that really well, and then we're gonna go in with all of our seasonings, which would be onion powder, garlic powder, creole seasoning, paprika. And we're gonna give that a really nice stir, baby, to make sure you have all of that good seasoning mixed in, because listen, if you can't see your seasoning, you need to add some more. Add some more, okay? We need to see the seasoning through that flour. Next, we're gonna halfen our seasoned flour. So you wanna pour some of it in a bowl. This will be our wet mix. And then we're gonna leave some of it in another bowl for the dry mix. So to our chicken nuggets, aka mushrooms, we're going to go ahead and season them with the same seasonings we used in the flour, but this time we wanna go really, really light on their creole seasoning because it is a little bit salty. So we don't wanna make them too salty, okay? Mostly paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, and that's it. Okay, then we're gonna take them and mix that seasoning on to those mushrooms so it can get all over and get the flavor in there, okay? So then we're gonna add some spring water to the flour and mix it really well to create a little pasty consistency so it can kind of be like a paste. The consistency of pancake mix, if you will. You have your pancake mix consistency, we're gonna go ahead and drop our little chicken into the seasoned flour. So we want to add a coat of that dryness on for it to look like that, okay? This is where the crispiness is gonna come in. Then we want to drop those into the wet batter, and then we're gonna mix that wet batter up really, really well to make sure we get the batter all over our little chickens, okay? Once we have our mushrooms fully covered, we're gonna go back in the flour. Now, I did like the fact that I did this with my hand because I felt like it got the flour covered all over those little battered mushrooms. I don't know, I feel like it was just a better process than using the spoon. Do it however you feel comfortable, but I felt very, very confident in doing it with my hands. Once you have them all covered in flour, we're gonna drop them into that hot grapeseed oil. Now, I didn't have enough oil in my pan to cover the entire mushroom, so I'm just gonna go in with some tongs and just flip them. So if you don't have enough, flipping them is always an option, but you wanna make sure that they are cooked and fried on both sides. Next is one of my favorites. These will be the two sauces that we're going to use for the Thai sweet chili sauce. We're going to use it in conjunction with this oyster flavored sauce, okay? This is going to give it like that eel sauce flavor. If you've had sushi, then you already know what I'm talking about. So to a pan, we're gonna add some butter, and then we're gonna add our sauces in and just stir them in really, really well. Now, upon making this sauce, it dawned on me like, oh my goodness, I don't know if my baby is gonna like this sauce. So I decided to do a second flavor, which is going to be the honey barbecue. Now, for the honey barbecue sauce, I am using Sweet Baby Ray's. Get the regular barbecue sauce and then just add agave to make it honey barbecue. But honey barbecue is actually what I had in my pantry, so that's the sauce that I use. Just like the sweet chili, once the sauce is heated and mixed very well, we're gonna go ahead and add our mushrooms in, and we're gonna mix it and make sure that the sauce completely coats it, okay? And we're gonna sit it aside once it's completely coated and let it rest for a few minutes. While our chicken is resting in the sauce, I'm gonna go ahead and cut up the veggies that are gonna go on the sandwich. So I'm just doing lettuce and tomato. Next, we're gonna toast our buns. So we're gonna get some more plant butter added to a skillet, and then we're gonna drop, these are actually brioche hot dog buns, in the pan in that butter and toast them on both sides. Once our buns are toasted, we're gonna go ahead and add chicken. I actually did both flavors and it was so delicious with a side of potatoes, and I added a little bit of ranch as well. These were absolutely delicious, and it turns out my baby did like the sweet chili sauce. So thank you guys for watching till the end of this video. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below if you're gonna try this recipe.